Hey guys, it's Nate, aka The Foot Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. We're talking about SBCs right now on FC26 because not only are they good value, but they're also very meta. This part of content is absolutely cooking right now after the Julian Alvarez SBC and two new player SBCs yesterday that could be must completes. One of them, I think, is a must complete for how meta her card is, but it's not just about what is happening right now. It's what's going to happen next week as well. We have got some first tweets from the leakers predicting end of an era SBCs, but we know that's something that normally comes out during Ultimate Team of the season, and I think we're going to see some actual leaks very soon. The leakers are saying it without actually saying it. We're going to take a look at that today and look forward to Sunday content, which is going to give us the second step in our Team of the Season career path evolution chain, where we'll finally add playstyle pluses and base playstyles. But there's a huge caveat to this that we just need to see improved from EA Sports. And maybe we'll finally get the Hanson SBC as well. And we're going to make some coins because I have no coins and I want to make you guys some coins today through different methods. Let's talk about it all, guys. If you're excited for this one, drop a thumbs up in the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's go over yesterday's Saturday content. Usually, Saturdays are kind of mid. I would say yesterday's content was a little better than mid, but in objectives, it's pretty mid. Hey, a flash rush event that gives an 82 by 10. I mean, that's maybe completable for some of you guys. There is an Evo inside of here as well that gives quick step base up to 7 playstyles. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, an 82 times 10 is cool, but the rest of those objectives are just, if you like playing Rush, then you like playing Rush, but that's not enough motivation for me with all the other game modes that are out right now. There's no way I'm going to play Rush for quick step base playstyle max 7 for a max 90 card. Yeah, max 7 playstyles, man. Oof. Anyways, let's go to Evos, where we had a good Evo. Now, I don't know what people are saying about this 5-star Phenom evolution that dropped yesterday, but I know what I think. I'm a fan of it. It is a free Evo for a max 89 rated card that literally gives you what it sounds like. 5-star skills and a 5-star weak foot boost. This is fantastic because we've been needing a 5-5 Evo like this for a while. You can pick a card, put them in, and you're 5-star, 5-star, and you're good to go. It doesn't boost the overall rating or anything like that. Like, my Dempsey's already 5-5, so I'm not going to put it on this card, but this is a card that I'm going to be evolving. Just pick a card, give him 5-5, and continue your chain. This could be very helpful with an Evo chain for the Total Football evolution that, of course, dropped on Friday, or maybe the TOTS career path that you're going to be doing as well. This Evo could be very, very impactful. So keep that around. The only thing I will say is I wish it was maybe twice repeatable or 3 times repeatable instead of just once. But hey, that is still pretty good. Now, let's go to the store, guys, because we got to talk about something going on here in the store. Before we go to the SBC section, EA dropped another one of those big packs yesterday that gives you guaranteed players. Remember when we had the Cristiano Ronaldo, the Messi, and all those other cards inside of a store pack guaranteed? Well, here we are again with the Run It Back Choice Pack, and it actually doesn't show you the actual cards you can get from this, but it does give you a Ousmane Dembele Team of the Week, Ladashel and Thunderstruck, Paulo Dybala for birthday, Bonmati, Adeyemi, Virgil van Dijk. A lot of people are taking Luis Suarez from this as well. Basically, it's these popular cards on Footbin right here. You got Suarez, you got Bonmati, you got Dembele. I think Pogba is in this one as well. His Time Warp card. So it's another store pack that you can do twice, by the way, which it's not out for very long. It says that this pack expires at content today. So if you want to spend 400,000 coins or, dude, see, EA is making so much money off of this. It's only 750 FC points, which if you're looking at it this way, Ousmane Dembele Team of the Week, that Paul Pogba, that Luis Suarez, those cards are pretty expensive on the market because they've been out of packs. 1.4 mil. Yeah, if you want to Evo any of these cards, I am not going to say to not do this. Like, do this because it does give you the opportunity to do that. I mean, looking through this list personally, there's nobody in there that I really, really, really want to Evo. I've got a solid Pogba card. You know, the Suarez is not somebody who I'm going to go spend 400,000 coins on to Evo, but if it was, I would do this. So do this if you want one of those cards to Evo. Of course, you can go take a look at the Footbin chains and figure out cards that make pretty insane endgame evos. Like, look at that Mikel Merino. That's a crazy card, right? Because you can customize the playstyles on him and then put him through some other evo chains there. That's a pretty nuts card there, 100%. But that pack dropped in the store yesterday. EA's making money off of that. We've talked about that before. I still feel the same way about it. I don't love that it's in the store, but also at the same time, I understand why EA is doing it. It's in the store. That's the problem. Other thing that we have to talk about before we talk about the SBCs would be the FA Cup final that happened yesterday, which actually has live card implication. All the Manchester City fantasy cards, we're talking about Reinders, we're talking about Semenyo, and even the fantasy Yaya Toure hero card, which I actually forgot that, of course, this card will be upgrading for the Manchester City win yesterday, but here he is. These cards are going to be getting a 3rd playstyle plus and 2 base playstyles. That is the upgrade that you get for winning the domestic cup. So again, those 3 cards right there, Reinders, Semenyo, and Toure, are all going to get those upgrades when probably Tuesday would be my guess. That's a normal day. EA been upgrading these cards, Monday or Tuesday. But because of this, I've picked up a couple of Reinders, right? I had the Cole Palmers. I sold those before the game started for a little bit of profit. Should have sold them before the Cam Evo came out, but I was away last week, so I was barely paying attention to the market. But a card like this, Reinders, has more potential still to move. So what he did yesterday was, on Manchester City's win, rose all the way to 925K. And then after the game, he dropped back down to 750. I have like 6 of this card at 750K because I think by the time we get to Monday, Tuesday, he's going to be back up close to 900,000 coins. Semenyo is, I think, maintaining a higher price as well. He is 540,000 coins in the market, and before yesterday's game, he was 500 flat. But you can see he spiked, then he kind of came back down. These cards should stay inflated until they get their upgrades in the next couple of days. So that's one thing I just wanted to mention. Of course, with that game being a big part of football in the world of football yesterday. Now, let's go and talk about the SBCs. Not just now, because SBCs right now look pretty good, but it's about to get even better. First, let's start off with our player SBC that we had yesterday. Sorry, not player, the pack SBC that we had yesterday. We had the 84x7 La Liga F upgrade, right? That's our typical Saturday content upgrade pack, is the 83-8, 84-7, whatever rating and number of players they choose for the specific league that is in packs right now. We're going to open this. You see the TOS counters up to 151. That's just because I packed a duplicate for me from a random pack. Let's see if we get a blue from this one. We do not. Let me know in the comments how those 84-7s were treating you. Of course, you got to do it every single day just to see what you get. I get 188, another walkout, and that's about it. That's just an 84 with an inform and an 83 squad, so it is 100% worth doing, even though I got nothing from it. Now, the real content in SBCs were the player SBCs, guys. First of all, we have Gonzalo Guedes, who already has a 3 playstyle plus fantasy card because Sociedad won the Copa del Rey, but this card is better. Quick step, low driven, and finesse, 96 dribbling. I get it. He's 4-star, 4-star. That's the problem with the other SBC that dropped yesterday as well. But great playstyle pluses, really good stats, multiple positions, 99 agility on the card. That's a nice stat. 99 shot power as well. He's got power shot, precision header, pinged incisive, technical rapid first touch, and then those 3 playstyle plus. That is a nice card. And guess what? He's only 30,000 coins, 2 squads, 87 and an 88 rated squad with a team league or team of the season. That is virtually free with how cheap fodder is right now at the moment and how easy it's going to be from getting 84x10s done and opening the upgrade packs. If you're doing the 83 plus picks, you're going to get a lot of fodder. That is a really nice card. Now, I mean, I want to do this card, and he's probably going to get into my La Liga Tots exhibition team, and that's where this card probably is getting into a lot of your guys' squads as well. But I don't even think he's the first priority SBC right now in terms of player SBCs. This Vicky Lopez is the real deal. I know, also only 4-star, 4-star in May. People are going to get upset about that, but this card is cracked in game. We've learned this because of her other 92 rated live and upgrading what is this one called again? Road to the Final card. It says TOTS Honorable Mentions. I blanked the name. Road to the Final. Because, of course, this is a live card that has been upgrading for the women's Barca team as they progress throughout the Women's Champions League. Now, they are in the final, and that game is just a few days away where they'll be playing Lyon. This card could go to a 96 rating. And that's the big conversation. I tweeted about this yesterday. I said this card 800K or this card for virtually free because you crafted. We all have the fodder to get this done. That's why I said this is free, because it really is. If you're putting any effort into the daily grind of getting on the game, doing like 5 packs per day of the 84x10s and doing a couple of other upgrade packs, the 85x3s as well, then you're going to have enough fodder for this without even having to buy anything. So that's why I call it virtually free, which it is. I would rather have this card for 100K than this card for 800,000 coins, because after the women's Barca team win or lose that Champions League final, this card's probably going to drop. I don't think it's going to be worth 800,000 coins. Yes, the 96 rated upgrade would potentially be there. But again, there are so many people that have invested in this card that was once 100K. Remember that. This card was once 100,000 coins. I'm looking on the wrong card. Sorry, let me go to the graph of this one. There's a lot of this card that is on the market. There's many of you guys that were tweeting me yesterday that you have like 3 of this card still in your duplicate storage. That's crazy. There's a decent amount of supply for this card out there. Now, I get it. She's very meta in-game, and that's why I'm making a big deal about this SBC. This is a card that I am instantly completing via SBC because of how good this card is. I like the rapid over the incisive. I think at right wing, this card is freaking nuts. I think at cam, this card is going to be nuts as well. She's 5'3". The stats are phenomenal. The playstyles are perfect. And the price is amazing, 170,000 coins. The first couple of squads being 87, 87, a couple of 88s, and then a couple of 89s, with the finale just being the 89s. Oh, I thought there was something else. No, it's just the 89s in there to get this Vicky Lopez done. You could say that I'm glazing this SBC, but honestly, guys, this is one that you got to do. I'm going to be doing it straight away. I might even run her for Weekend League. I'm trying to finish up Gauntlet really quick so I can get qualified for Weekend League, because I'm still behind for that, and there's that Champs points objective. Yeah, but this is a card that's going into my team 100% because 94 dribbling, 96 pace. I think at striker or cam, in the way that I run my squad, this card is going to be phenomenal. Her left stick dribbling, crazy. So many people have said so many great things. I don't care that it's 4-star, 4-star, because the stats, I think, supersede that. And the fact that she's at least got 4-star is good with me. And for the cheap price, I am super down. So maybe this Weekend League will be running Graham Hansen and Vicky Lopez in the team. I'm not sure, but that is a must complete in my opinion. I don't really know like how else to word it. Alvarez is great, and that Vicky Lopez is great. Gonzalo Guedes is great. We're 3 for 3 on player SBCs during this promo so far. EA have truly cooked. Now, let's talk about what is upcoming with the SBCs. I kind of alluded to that during the intro of the video, and I want to touch on that once again. We have big SBCs that are incoming too. I don't think I would say, oh, save all of your fodder, because we've got end of an eras that are incoming most likely. Don't do Alvarez. Don't do Vicky Lopez. Nah, you can get the fodder to do Vicky Lopez in 2 days. Like we said, of upgrade packs, do your 85x3s, do your 84x10s, hit the other upgrade packs like the 83 pluses, and with the provisions, do the menu grind, literally 20 or 30 minutes or less of crafting. Boom, you're going to have the fodder for Vicky Lopez, and you're going to be able to stock up fodder for these SBCs that are coming after it. Now, it is not 100% confirmed that End of an Eras are going to be coming back for Ultimate Team of the Season, but with all of these tweets that we had yesterday, Foot Sheriff saying it's almost time, ASY posting Ultimate Tots SBCs expected this year versus last year, all we're really waiting on is this player is leaked to get an End of an Era, and then we'll know it's for real. But guys, let's be honest. It is for real. With these guys tweeting these posts out, they're already teasing it. They're showing predictions here. The Mohamed Salah is definitely the one that so many of us would be interested in. Like, Graham Hansen's going to come out, and that right wing player for me is going to be in my team. But then that Mohamed Salah is going to come out, and there's no way anybody else at right mid stands a chance over an End of an Era Salah card if EA don't mess it up. But there's a lot of big names that could be End of an Eras. I said yesterday in the video that Modric could be getting one. Nah, Modric had one last year. Remember these cards from last year? Like that Kevin De Bruyne, that Luka Modric. Absolutely insane. Actually, that Lauren James is really, really good as well. And there's the Carlitos Vela from last year who never dropped. We interviewed EA and they said there was legal issues for why he could never get released as an SBC. The things that we just don't know about that go on behind the scenes that we wish we would have just an inkling of knowledge about in terms of stuff like that. Like there's probably so many things that we just have no idea about. And then we were able to ask them about that, which was cool, and get a reason for why he didn't get released. But these are the sort of SBCs that we're probably going to see during Ultimate Team of the Season, and that's hype because end of an eras just bring a special kind of juice about them. Also, remember that all of these end of an era cards have the icon chemistry. I know I've only got a couple of end of an eras in my club right now. If I go and find the end of an era, where is it at? Did I go past it? Debut icon. Is this not a searchable? Let me go for Pop because I think Pop might be the only end of an era card that I have. I do have the Jordi Alba and the Busquets, but those cards have changed card designs, so they don't have the boosted chemistry. These cards get icon chemistry. That is one thing to remember. Not that it's that big of a deal for Salah, Griezmann, Robertson, or Bernardo Silva, or Lewandowski, whoever else could be getting an end of an era SBC. But that is just something to really put in the back of your mind and know, all right, that is upcoming. Based on the tweets that I saw yesterday, it kind of locks it in that we're going to be getting end of an eras. All we're waiting for now is for the leakers to actually just post the leaks and say, OMG, end of an era Salah is incoming. And that's going to be exciting. But with their tweets right now, it's all pointing towards that being a situation that we see in the next couple of days, right? So watch for those leaks, but the nostalgia piece is going to hit heavy with those SBCs most likely coming soon. And let's talk about the market for a quick second. Before we look at today's content on Sunday and what we're expecting, let's talk about fodder since we're mentioning SBCs. Guys, like clockwork yesterday, the 85 rateds went from 900 coins up to 1.5 to 1.6K. Same thing today. We've got squad battle rewards, which will probably bring a little bit of supply in for these cards. Get on bids. I bet you win 85s for 750 to 800 coins today if you really want to, and you'll sell them for 1.7 to 2K for lazies today on Sunday. That'll be a fantastic thing to buy. 88s will be fantastic to buy. 89s will be fantastic to buy. Team of the Seasons, once again, will be fantastic to buy. These 93 rated TOTS cards yesterday went from 14K up to 16,000 coins. Probably get them on bid for 13 today, and I bet you can sell them for 15 to 16 later today on Sunday or even during the week for lazies. That's just a really good way to make passive coins. Like, you don't have to work real hard to go get Team of the Season cards that are 93 rated on bid for 13,000 coins. This is how you're going to do it. You're going to go Team of the Season, maximum price 13K. Let's go 13,750 because you'll be fine doing that, right? Then you're going to look here and look for 93 rateds and boom, drop a bid. So that you can see there's some bids there at 13,750 already. Honestly, I'd be fine paying 14K, but 13K, if you're trying to get the absolute lowest price and profit as much as possible, you can get in on it. Even some of the 94s, there's a Kyrior 94, and all the 94 rateds are going for 30,000 coins. Kyrior is going for more than that, unless I'm completely missing out. How much is Kyrior going for? 80K, holy smokes. You can find cards like that on bid as well. I thought he was going to be like minimum price, like these other 94s are at 30,000 coins, but never mind. But yeah, get on bids for these cards. You can probably bid on the other Team of the Seasons, like 92 rated as well. Just try to get those on bid for like 12K, and then lazy list these at 15 to 16,000 coins as well. The 92s yesterday were down at 13 and went up to 15 and a half. So you have demand every single day for people building SBCs on these TOTS cards. Get involved on the bids. Today, during Squad Battle Rewards, will be a fantastic time to do that. So that's low budget making coins. Now, rest of the market, you guys have seen, and I already showed you some of the rinders that I have on my transfer list for the reason why I'm broke at the moment. But you guys have seen the La Liga TOTS cards make their normal movements that we see every single week on a Saturday. The Impacts team, that is, always tanks. EA dropped the tradable packs in the store. More weekend league supply comes in, and these cards drop. Now, they should have a couple rebounds, or a couple cards could have some rebounds today. You already see Rafinha going up. He was like 210,000 coins, 200K flat. Now he's up to 230. I mean, yesterday on Saturday, he had a nice rise from 320 up to 370. But again, we go from 370 on Saturday to 220 right now on Sunday. Big drop happened yesterday, per usual. Again, some of these will probably have some bounce ups today. This Shrumeni was actually 1.3 mil flat. Now he's up to 1.4 and a half. You know, you've got Fede Valverde, who's at 1.4 million coins as well. And his graph looks like a huge drop, 2 mil down to 1.4 million coins, 1.37. Absolutely insane. But these cards will probably dip down again late tonight on Sunday. So some small rises this morning, like a card of Puteas here, who I was trying to get on bid for 850 to 870,000 coins. Kind of looks like she could be going back over a million or right around a million coins today. That's a card you could see move up slightly, but then you're going to want to probably get out just to be safe as we get into the late Sunday night time frame. So that's the La Liga and the Liga F tot squads, like all of the cards that were impacts, apart from some of them being super expensive still, like Mbappe, dropped off a whole bunch yesterday, sell in those rises this morning. Now, yesterday we talked about the market being shaken up. And I mean, for sure, there are prices that are still down, but also at the same time, some things did pretty good yesterday. Tovan went from 950K back up to over a million coins, but like, it still doesn't look like most of the market is flying back for sure. It's still a little bit out there. When you look at some player prices, some things have dropped a little bit lower. Other things are still holding their value pretty well. I'm going to click on the Bundesliga team of the season here. One card we've been watching a lot is Jonathan Tah. And look at him. He's back up here at 790,000 coins. Yesterday, he went from 720, went all the way over to 820. Huge rise there. So all I will say is out-of-packs cards are very good to trade with. I actually just bought a Kimmich, and if I had more coins, I would buy another one because this dude is probably going back up to 1.3 million coins. He was 139 yesterday, so that is a insane buy. Absolutely believe he goes back up over 1.3 million coins to make a trade there. Those are more expensive cards. Also, last thing on the market that I want to say, since the market is not like just truly crashing and prices are getting absolutely throttled, there's just some movement after the shaking up of things on Friday night. Things have leveled out. That's probably the best way to describe it. Get on bids. I bought this McKenzie for 16,000 coins. He's 25K. That's really good money if you're somebody who's on a low budget. That's really, really good money. So that's all I really have to say about the market, man. I have picked up some Mbappes for like 230,000 coins. That's a card that I'm going to be holding on to for a bit. Here's the Reinders I said I was going to buy. 760 was the most that I paid. Hoping this guy goes back up to like almost 900 by the time Monday comes around. Mateta got on bid for 40K. He was selling at 50K plus 60K yesterday. And he's confirmed to be in the France World Cup squad, so he is guaranteed to get an upgrade. Same thing with Conte. That's why I bought this Conte card, right? He is going to be in the France World Cup squad. It's already been announced. And I don't know why he's down a whole bunch. Like, yeah, 570 for that card's crazy. I'm going to list up the McKenzie for 16 that I bought for 16 for 25. And same thing there, 24.5. And I just sold something after listing it instantly. Was that Conte? Conte literally just insta sold. Boom. So 570 to 650, get on bids. There's easy money out there on this market. Now, trading being elite is not the most exciting thing on this game. I get that. Let's talk about what we're looking forward to today on Sunday that may be bringing some excitement. First of all, we're going to have the TOTS Career Path Evolution step number 2 that is dropping today. You guys know my opinion on this. Wait, like, sure, we're going to get step 2 today. That'll take us to 91 rated, give us a playstyle plus and 3 base playstyles and roll plus pluses, and I guess a choice of a left mid, cam, or right mid-esque boost on a card. Now, according to the leaks, once again, the left mid and the right mid boost gives finesse, rapid, and pinged pass plus. This cam and CM path that you can boost goes incisive, intercept, and tiki taka. But again, as I'm going to say, I think waiting is the key. Finding the card that you maybe want to do into this and see how they look. Using like the Footbin Evo builder after content today, you'll be able to put them into the TOTS career path, then to put them into the next step 2 Evos that we get today. Choose your position, if you will, and then just see how the card looks. And then, of course, on Wednesday, we'll get the 3rd step in the process where you'll be able to go to 3 playstyle pluses. But in the intro, I said there's a key part to this Evo that I'm super interested in, and it's the base playstyles. You notice on this graphic that there's going to be 3 base playstyles added through today's Evo and 4 added through Wednesday's Evo step 3. My question is EA going to up the level of playstyles that are allowed on these cards? Because still, for like this Evo here, the first career path, first step 1 Evo, max 7 base playstyles, quick step, right? That's the first playstyle that's given as a part of this Evo. We need to go up to 8 or 9. We do. I know these cards are going to 3 playstyle pluses. EA, there's cards that are on the market that have 3 playstyle pluses and 8 or 9 base playstyles. Just let us build one through the build your own TOTS. Let us do that. Please do not cap those Evos at 7. I think they're going to be capped at 7, but I hope that they are not. So that will be free, of course, but watch out for that content today. And again, waiting is the key in my opinion. Now, we're still waiting for the Hansen SBC. And as we take a look at these La Liga SBCs, like we've had the Vicky, we've had the Alvarez, and we've had the Goncalo Guedes. We have not had Pedro Gonçalves or Hansen, or even that Hansko card that looks pretty good. I'm going to guess that Hansen's today, and maybe I'll go over 3 since I guessed Friday and Saturday that her card would be coming out, and she didn't. But that's still a card that I am super interested in. As you guys have heard me talk about a couple of times, I would love to do that SBC and to put her into my squad. The stats don't even look as good as the Vicky Lopez now. Comparing those two and knowing Vicky Lopez's price, it's like, yep, Vicky Lopez is getting done first, but Hansen might be getting done second. So watch out for that, or maybe watch out for a Hansko today or a Pedro Gonçalves. The other thing for content today that I will maybe be looking out for would be a paid Evo. Yesterday we had a free chain Evo, right? The 5-star phenom. So it's still the weekend. We get the biggest Evos on the weekend. Unless EA think there's too many paid Evos out right now, which there are 4. So that is a good number of them. Then, you know, I would think we might get another paid one today. Just watch out for the leaks because, as you guys know, it'll get leaked before content today if we are going to be getting a decent Evo. The 5-star phenom one wasn't leaked, but that's just because, I mean, that is not that crazy of an Evo. I think that's why that Evo did not get leaked. So that's kind of what we're looking out for today on Sunday. I don't think there's anything else crazy that is going on. If you have not finished the Gauntlet, highly recommend getting involved in that. Highly recommend getting involved in the La Liga Tots exhibition. I don't think we're getting anything super fancy in terms of content today. Other than that, there's no new game modes. We're going to have a new cup tomorrow on Monday, like we needed a new cup, right? There's, again, so many game modes to play at the moment. But I do believe that's going to be a part of the Monday content tomorrow. And then the chase for the Blues still continues. It still continues, guys. So that's going to be the video for me today, man. Not the crazy long video that we had a couple days ago where it was 37 minutes long, but just wanted to point out that the end of their SBCs are going to be incoming, I think, based on the way the leakers are tweeting. And watch out for those official leaks to be starting pretty soon. Maybe save your fodder if that's something that you feel like you need to do, or get on the market and trade with that fodder, invest in it, or just get on the market and get some trades in to build your coin total up before those SBCs do come out. Guys, we're going to take a look at FC27 news soon. I know we had the Neymar leak yesterday. This tweet went viral. It's huge. Neymar's back in FC26. He's got official stats. He's 83 rated. What a fall off. Statistically, makes sense, kind of expected, but still crazy to see. We're going to do some discussions around FC27 probably this week. We've had a lot of leaks. I bet we'll have a few more, and we'll probably have like a double upload day, or maybe 2 double upload days in the channel this upcoming week, where we'll discuss what is going on with FC27 leaks and kind of my thoughts on that. I said I was going to drop some videos on that, and I really do want to. But I want to wait till all the leaks are out, at least in the next couple of days. So that's going to be the video for me today, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in a stream, fingers crossed, today. First stream back for a week. I'm excited for it. See you guys there. It's been Nate. Have a great Sunday. Peace out.